Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks for being here. So today we're going to set up our monthly budget for January 2024. Before we start things, we have changed, our income has changed a lot over here. You guys will see when we get there, when we start breaking down the numbers. A little church announcements. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get back in the swing of doing these videos. But I'm in our office. And it's a lot of harsh lighting today. So I'm just going to use what God has given me today. And also, too, you may hear my neighbor's dog. So I just want to go ahead and put that out there. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to start with our monthly view. I already set up our bills. I have our 2 paydays. We get paid twice this month. I put our bills, and I am going to try to do a no spend challenge. So, since we got our bills, I'm going to also flip to our important days in here to see what's happening in January that may cost us money. So we do have a first of the year meeting at our church, and then our apostle's birthday is this month. So I'm sure my husband's going to need some money for that. I'm sure they're going to celebrate that. So I'm going to try to keep that in my head. And we're going to see what we can do. We are working with a little, but we'll see what we can do. All right. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to put here, scoop this over so we can see. And you guys know I write sideways, but hopefully, let me get this out the way. We're going to be bringing in, let's see here, $3,880. All right. All right, and then our tithe that we're going to tithe from this is going to be $380. I'm going to go ahead and get the calculator out. So $3,880 subtract $380. So we're left with $3,500. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and write down everything. So we have to pay rent this month. Rent is going to be $1,903.95. All right, we're going to do cell phone. That is $59.98. We have our heating bill with Atmos Energy. And that is coming in at $122.28. This usually be lower than that, but since we're like in our little cold months here in Texas, it's a little bit more. And then our minimum payment for the Venture credit card is $25. Netflix is going to be $16.77. The minimum payment for Discover, well, this is not the minimum payment. My husband has something coming off his Discover card, and it's only like $16 a month. So that's $16 and a penny that comes off that. I don't know what he has, but that's what he pays on it. My husband's minimum payment for Chase is $37. All right. My husband has a Samsung account, so he went and got him something from there, and his minimum payment is $62.06. Our water bill this month is $108.25. All right, State Farm. They told me that my bill was $111.01. But since we did have that wreck and we only have one car now and they paid that car off, I did receive a bill saying that we have a credit on the account. So I'm just going to say we don't have to pay that. It just said we have a negative. I'm just going to put credit over here. I just had included this in my numbers, y'all. So, all right. Reliant, which is our energy bill. That's coming in at $97.01. I'm so excited about that because during the summer months, we had bills like $300 and $400. I was literally about to cry. I felt like I was getting robbed because those energy bills were so expensive this summer. So I really hoping and praying that we don't have to go through that this year, or I just got to create a sinking fund for that. But our Wi-Fi is going to be $75.38. And then the last thing we have to pay is life insurance. And that is $120.85. So let's see how much this is coming up to. $1,395. I'm just going to speed you guys up. So our monthly expenses come in at $2,644.54. So that is a lot from our income. I told you guys we are working with a really, really low income. We did try to find we did try to lower our rent, but it was really impossible finding anywhere in where we live at with a decent neighborhood with decent rent prices. It's unheard of. So now that I'm talking about this, I messed up. So our rent is not $19.03, it's actually $18.03.95. Speaking of the decent rent, we asked our landlord if she can go down on our rent. And we asked her if she can go down a little lower than this. But she couldn't. She said this is all she can do. And we understand because, you know, it's breaking the bank for her also. But it did give us a little bit more. So, our monthly is $2,544.54. All right. So we're going to do $3,500, which is our income, and we're going to subtract $2,544.54. And so that leaves us with $955.48. 46 cents, I'm sorry. And so we're going to use this for food, gas, and miscellaneous. So we're going to do food, gas, and miscellaneous. So since we're going to be doing, I get paid bi-weekly, I'm going to try to just only spend like $200, $300, $400. I'm going to try to spend $400 on food this month. And since we're down to one car, hopefully $160 for gas this month is enough. And then for miscellaneous, we're going to do $50. So that equals $610. All right. And so 955 subtract 610. So that leaves us with $345. And so what I'm going to do, set aside $45 for that important day. I almost forgot. So 45. And then I'm going to set aside $300 for the emergency fund. Because we got to get that $1,000 emergency fund funded, equals to $345. And so we have a zero base budget. I'm going to go ahead and put on the side our goals. So I do have some goals for the month. So since I'm working with a tight space, let's just say. So goal number 1, I want to put some money towards the emergency fund. And my goal was $300. All right, the second goal, I want to have 15 no spend days. And then the third goal, I want to book 4 photo sessions to bring in some extra income. And so I already put up a post on my photography page on Facebook. I am hosting a Valentine's Day special. And so I opened up 4 slots. So that's a goal of mine, to get 4 people to book with me. And that's going to actually help bring in some extra income. So this is our budget for January 2024. And I think that is it, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and just slap this right here. That is December. And we're just going to call that a day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this video wasn't the lighting wasn't too harsh, and that you guys can see it. Hopefully, once I start editing, everything is all right. But if all is well, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you comment. Let me know you got your budget ready. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm a little rusty. And I will see you guys in our first cash stuffing. See you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.